Hello, crafty friends. Welcome to part one of the Beary Cute workshop series. We're going to be creating a few of these little cards. I'm going to cut them in two different ways, but you have one piece of cardstock in your kit, or if you have more cardstock, follow along. And we're going to open it up this way. We'll put some white inside. Or we can do some designs this way, or we can flip it open from the top. I just figured it'd be fun to make a bunch of cards because I have a lot of this misty moonlight. And you're going to be using this pattern paper. It's called Beary Christmas. Let me show you the whole suite in the catalog. And then at the end of this video, let me get my lighting correct so you can see my things there. At the end of this video, I'm thinking I'm going to show you some other, there goes a craft-a-lanch, some other Beary Christmas projects. I'm not sure how many I'll show you, but we'll show you the kit that I offer because you have until the 10th to sign up for the kit. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for bingo, so I'll show you the bingo kit. And maybe in a future video, we'll just show you more Beary cute projects. So this is one of those really awesome suites. Now, not everything from the suite is available, so you can't use this product number here where it says, there's a product number, where is it at? This one. You can't use this one where it says, order everything from here in one order number because there's a couple things from this suite that are not in this available right now. So we're going to be using what is available pretty much. And I'm going to explain what is and what isn't. So sometimes things become so popular at Stampin' Up, they just fly off the shelf, such as the Memories and More cards and envelopes. I believe these little gems and the paper. I think I did get some of this paper last night. So there is a lot of this stuff. You can get the bundle, and there's this really cool embossing folder, and I'm going to show you some little bears that I embossed with that. But it's really an awesome suite of products. I mean, you could just do this and just make all your cards and 3D items. Look at here's a close up of the Memories and More. You can journal with those, and here's a close up of the stamp set. So that's the bundle. It's only $42.25, and I see that so many people are posting this already. I tend to post the specials right before they happen, but there is going to be a World Card Making Day tomorrow, so I hope you're signed up for that free event. You could sign up on my website. And then there's going to be a free shipping following that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Sunday, Monday. Let me think. Somebody tell me if it's the 9th, 10th, 11th. Anyway, I just got an email today about it. I just told my team, and I already forgot the dates. But it's coming up, and that's on orders of $75 or more, so you can like put this on your wish list. All right, so that's the Beary Cute, and this is this punch. So I want to just get started with that because I like to show like a quick win when I start my workshops. Meaning, let's just show how easy this is to use. Thank you, 9/11. So 9 to 11th. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so we're going to put this stamp down on the table, flat side up. Now, it's very important that you don't go doing this kind of thing. Oh, I'm going to mount it to my block like this. Oh, yeah, it looks good. No, no, no. Your bear will be deformed, okay? Don't try to mount it to your block and be cutesy. Take it out of the package. In fact, if you did that and you've warped it, put it back in the package, right? Take it out of the package and go like this. It's very important because there's a punch to go with it. Lay it down like that. Don't touch it. Just go like this with your stamp and mount it. So that way it'll punch out perfectly. Now I'm going to get a piece of basic white. I'm going to put my silicone mat under here because my table's not completely flat. Okay, good. And I'm going to put Memento Black ink on here. I'm trying not to use one of my grid papers today. I'm running low on my grid paper. So I'm just going to stamp onto a sticky note. You would stamp onto a sticky note or grid paper. And you're just going to go ahead and punch. It's important when you stamp. It's important when you stamp. Let me get this into the camera. I'll do a couple more. This is important because the punch, if I were to stamp here, I'll just do it. I'll just do it because it's too hard to explain. I'm one of those teachers that I know you have to see it to understand my point sometimes. I'm a visual learner, and some of you guys are too. All right, so here's why you need to put it down there, close to the bottom of the paper. Because otherwise, right, you're taking your punch, and we're going to put the punch in, and you always punch it this way. Don't try to punch the shape first and then stamp it. Always stamp it and then punch it out. Unless you have like a Stamparatus positioning tool in that case. Okay, so you want to be able to look at it when you punch it. Isn't that awesome? Now look, if I were to put it up there, look. Oh, I can't reach it. And now I end up cutting in front of it. Oh, I can't reach it that way. And then I end up taking my scissors and having to do this thing. And what a pain that is. I mean, been there, done that. And see what I'm saying? So always put it near the bottom of the paper. And another trick is make a bunch of these, like make a big long strip if you're going to make a bunch. So why would you want to cut it out? When you're not punching it, let me show you another reason. Let me just punch this one out first. Gotta concentrate. Concentrate. Okay, so we have a couple bears. Now, why would you want to sometimes not stamp it and punch it out? Because you can turn them different ways and emboss your little bears using the embossing folder. So isn't that fun? So you might want to turn some that way, and you can emboss them, or you can or you could turn, you could emboss them. That's debossed, but you get the idea. So you might not want to stamp them. You might want to have like little silhouettes, and you can use blending brushes to color them. So we have a couple bears, and let's see if I have any bears in here, because I want to do a few cards at once. Okay, here's another bear. So what you're going to do, and that's my bucket of crafty goodness, as I always have a bucket of crafty goodness for every project. You're going to take your Wink of Stella. Now, if you want, you can give them a little blue tinge, like that with your little blending brush if you want. I don't really have much blue on there. I wiped it off, but I'm just leaving them white because I'm trying to start out. Like I said, I just want to show you quick, easy. See that Wink of Stella? It really makes a difference on your bear. So just take in some glitter. And if you don't have a glitter brush, Wink of Stella, it is coming in this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Sign up for Paper Pumpkin by the 10th if you want the holiday Paper Pumpkin Kit. I had a couple people skip, and they thought, oh, it's Halloween. It's not a Halloween kit. It is actually a holiday. It's called Home for the Holidays kit this month. So don't skip if you thought it was Halloween. But, I mean, I actually am disappointed it's not Halloween. But some people thought it was Halloween, and they were, like, skipping. And now that they're going to find out it's the holiday kit, they're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry I skipped. Do you have an extra? And I'm going to be like, I'm going to say too bad, so sad. But I'm not going to say that. I'm going to try to get them one. But you know what I'm saying? You got to be a subscriber to get the refills, and it's a hot mess if you don't get the kit right away. Sometimes I offer them as prizes or things, but because I do order 2 kits, but you really need to subscribe if you want that kit. All right, so you're gonna color it's coming with glitter glue. Isn't that cool? All right, so we got our bears. Now we're gonna get our trees. So we're gonna stamp some trees, and these you do have to cut out with the scissors, or of course if you have a scan and cut, use that. But I actually did use scissors for this tree. That's what I did, because I just didn't want to. Well, number one, I'm still working on kits, and my table's pretty full, so I couldn't even put the scan and cut on my table. By the time I would have taken it out, it wouldn't have saved me much time for just one tree. But if you're cutting a bunch of trees, of course, by all means, use your scan and cut to cut out your trees. The little edge didn't get inked up very well. Okay, that's better. All right. I'm just going to see if I can't. I'm just going to, I'll just do maybe, oops. What is wrong with the corner of my stamp? Okay, there you go. I didn't want to, it doesn't matter. I'm going to fill that in with a marker. This is not a lost cause. It's just that I wasn't touching the ink to the pad. That was my fault. So we will cut out the little tree, and then we're going to stamp it and use the blends. I did both just because I thought when I stamped it, I thought it looked kind of boring. So then I added the blend color. So I'm going to show you in the order that I did it, because you can't really blend alcohol inks with water-based inks, but you can combine them without them smearing, which is nice. They don't blend like they would. If you have 2 alcohol ink colors, like our Stampin' blends, these are alcohol markers, they do blend together. But I like the stamp that came with this. It's like a 2-step stamping project. So I was like, I like it, but then it was like too white. So you're going to see what I'm talking about. So you're going to cut out your tree or use your scan and cut. In fact, I'll probably just get myself a whole bucket of crafty goodness. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do a video. That's what I'll do. I'll do it. I'll use it as a teaching moment. I will cut out everything except for this one. I can't cut out this one. I will cut out this one, this one, this one, this one. That's it. I'm not going to cut out the scarves and the hats because, well, maybe, but they're going to need a little pencil trick because if I have a punch, I'm not going to show how to use the machine to cut that out. So we'll just cut out all the other 4 items. All right. So I might even do that live in my scan and cut user group. If you're not a part of that group, join that group. So now I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to mount him onto a stamping block. Okay, and I'm going to use old olive. Okay, so maybe when you were doing the trees in your scan and cut, you just did what I did. If you would have done this, just because I see you're asking a question about the scan and cut. So Tassie, if you did that, it's not going to cut out. This one will cut out perfectly. In fact, I'm gonna trim around him. What, you know what I mean? You need to have a clear, well-defined black outline. That's what I'm saying. I'll do a video. I'll probably do it live on YouTube because YouTube is where I live, and the reason I'm cutting this one out is because I want to go ahead and stamp it as well. I live on YouTube mostly. That's my main thing, and I will probably do the video here so that it lives here, and then we'll like still stream it to my group. I'll share it with my group, in other words, not stream it live. I just like live streaming. Honestly, if you live stream, like you don't have to edit the video later. The video is just like when you're done the live stream, the video's on YouTube forever. Other people record videos and spend hours editing them, and then they don't get them up and to where they need to be seen right away. So I'm just like, you know what? Forget all that. Let's live stream, make mistakes, talk to people, come up with ideas on the fly. And it's like I'm not alone. I'm crafting with you guys, which is always fun. And then I'm like, when I'm done the live stream, the video's on YouTube forever. It's like done without editing. That's what I really love. All right, so there. So now I have like a couple trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. Now you could either you have two choices. You could stamp on and like on here and then stamp on there later. But I found that it was okay to just do it dark straight on there because I think that looked good because it matched the paper. So I'm using old olive and I'm just going to stamp straight onto the tree. Like, in other words, I don't need to stamp off. I'm going to just make it dark right on the tree. And I wasn't worried about cutting it out first because it's kind of a whimsical tree, so it doesn't really need to be anywhere even. It's just kind of a little texture on there. So stamp on the tree and then stamp over there. So this is called two-step stamping. Thank you. Thank you. Shelly said she loves the live streams. Well, you know what? At the beginning, I would have done them from the very beginning, but they didn't allow me to. Used to have like 1,000 subscribers or something. It took me years to get the amount of watch time I needed within a 12-month period and all these subscribers. And now there's less requirements. There's less restrictions. I mean, not requirements. There's less restrictions on when you can do a live stream. So I would have been doing it from the very beginning because I did a lot of I did it so much the hard way when I started. Like everything I did was harder than it needed to be. I mean, live and learn. But, you know, what got you here won't get you there. You have to figure it out every time. You get to the next level and then you go, oh, now there's a new challenge. Like now I'm playing with Instagram, trying to go live. My husband's calling me. And then I'm like, okay, I hang up on him. And then he calls me from Messenger. And then the phone freezes. And this is after I figured out how to not get it backwards. So anyway, I'm more comfortable here than anywhere because I figured out the YouTube thing and the other platforms. I have to, you know, oh, you got to use this effect and this filter and this button and everything. So, but I don't mind the challenge. It's just time consuming. And then once that happened, then the day gets the most of me. When I'm doing kits, I'm doing clubs, I'm doing card club, bingo, Beary Christmas workshop kits. I had to go to the post office. Anyway, so things get the best of you. So what am I doing is, all I'm doing is taking the brush. This is easy. So I used, okay, so this ink is a water-based ink. It's a dye-based ink. This is called a hybrid ink. So you can use either alcohol markers or water-based ink or dye-based ink with this kind of Memento Black. Now, these are alcohol markers. So what I'm doing right now, just so you know what I'm doing, is I don't even need the dark one. I took the Old Olive Light, right? And I just colored over the stamped Old Olive. So that's all I did. I stamped an Old Olive. I colored over it in the marker. It doesn't smear. In fact, if you want to use, oh, that's the dark side. The dark side. I mean, the brush side. I just colored over with the brush side. Now, if you want to add some glitter, some bling, of course, Wink of Stella always works. I don't know if I did that to that one. Oh, I did use Wink of Stella on there, so we have some bling. So go ahead and put Wink of Stella on your trees. All right, so now let's go ahead and make cards a couple different ways. And let's see what I'm going to write the measurements on. I'm going to grab one of the mats that I already used the other side of. Let's grab that. Okay, so the grid paper. So now you're going to see, so I'm using Misty Moonlight, and those of you that stick around are going to get the little bonus of seeing what's in one of my workshop kits. Whether you're even in this country or not, maybe you just see what I put in my kits and, for your own business purposes or whatever you want to do. All right. Hey, Red Rock, this is fun. This reminds me of my trip to Vegas when I went to a backstage event. All right, so we're going to this is either or. Let's put either or. So you can do, you can make this is my A2 card, okay? So A2 card. So you're going to either do 11 inches or 8.5 inches. We'll do both with my trimmer. I'm going to show you how to make this. If you do the 11 inches, of course, you score at 5.5. If you do the 8.5 inches, of course, you're going to score in the middle at 4.25. That's 4.25. Don't mind my handwriting. So this is either or. And you're going to be using Misty Moonlight because I just think it looks so cool with this project. And I have a lot of it. So, okay, then if you do this method, your card is going to be 4.25 high. And if you do this method, your card is going to be 5.5 high. So when I say this method, I'm talking about the card being this way. So this one is this way, okay? That's this card. And then the other card will make. So let's just grab out the trimmer. Got our little thingies. Can put those there so I don't lose them. I already have one of these. So you're going to get to see me do the other way. Just to show you how to, because I already have this card. And then also what's cool is we can make a horizontal card with this design or a vertical card. But so I already have this one cut. And what I'm showing you now, and I do this half the time in my workshop series, especially at the beginning, is I just show you how to make a card. Because you might be like, well, I don't even know how to make a card. So we'll just show you how to make both cards. Oh, by the way, this paper's coming in your kit as well. All right, so I'll just grab 2 pieces of paper. It's easier then. Because then you can see how to make both. All right. Yes, the trimmer has a score, the trimmer has a little score tool on it. Yada, yada, yada. I don't like using that score tool. So use whatever you want, but I am going to use whatever I want because it's my channel and I can. But what I'm saying is just do whatever comfortable for you. I like this tool, Simply Scored. It is my lap desk. It's what I use for all my box making. I use it all the time. I use it every day. In fact, I have 2 of them. And my brother even saw me using it. So I said, he was like, oh, he even got one of these trimmers. He loved this trimmer so much. And he saw me using this. I said, I have 2 trimmers. Do you want one? And he said, no, you need them both. And then I have 2 of these. So I have one in my house and one in my she shed. Because when I go in, even when I'm watching TV, sometimes I'm working on projects. So anyway, so if I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time, I'm going to take the piece of Misty Moonlight, which is 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to turn it this way. So it's 8.5 across, and I'm going to score it 4.25. Why? Because then I can make 2 cards at once. Okay, I'm going to take that piece of paper, and I'm going to cut it in half at 5.5. And I have 2 cards made. So I'll make 2 cards tonight, and then I'll have these other cards to make later. Now then, if you want to make the other style of card, you're going to turn the paper, 11 inches, score it 5.5. Always score them both at the same time. Score it, the paper, and then do 4.25. And you have the card going in the other orientation. so I'm done with the Simply Scored. I don't need it anymore, but I'm gonna keep needing the trimmer. That little stylus goes right back in there. I need the trimmer because I'm gonna still make, we have to cut the designer series paper. Use the corner, flip it around, go like this, use the corner. I have a bone folder. All right, you just use a bone folder or a spatula. Here's a bone folder that has seen better days, and you're gonna just, burnish the edges of your card. All right, we don't need to do this one right now. We can do one of these guys. And then I'll bring back my little tray. After I get, okay, put that over there. All right, we have a couple of these. So now we're gonna take, I'll bring back my tray in a minute. We're gonna take these 3 pieces at once. It's very important that you do it at once. Oh, by the way, I'll show you all the paper when I show you the kit. But look how cute. It's almost like, oh, I don't want to cut them. They're so cute. Look at the little paw prints. But anyway, these are the 3 pieces we're using. So do this at once, and you're going to do 5 1/4 all at once. And these, you end up with, you have 6 by 6 pieces. So 5 1/4, throw those away. And then you're going to do 1 1/4. You could do 1 1/4 that side, or maybe it's easier for you to see it on this side. Either way, 1 1/4 for all 3 pieces. It's important to do all 3 pieces together so that they're the same length, because even if you think they're the same length, because you're like, oh, I just used the trimmer, they're all the same length. They're never the same length unless you cut them together. That's just a fact of card making. You could cut the same thing twice with the same little line and think you're doing it perfectly. And of course, every time they come out slightly different. So you want to cut them together, and you want to use these 3 pieces on the card together. These are extra scraps. So now I can move the trimmer. Oops, keep those together, keep those together. And move this. Okay. Now I figured out what fell in my Crafty-Lanch. It's my glue that I need for this project. Okay, bringing this back. So we have Old Olive. We don't need that anymore. We do need the Balmy Blue for some inking up. We don't need the blends anymore. I'm going to clear my little deck here. We're going to need the red, the real red. So I'm just going to put the cards together in this little tray. So we're going to make 2 of the same card. All right, let's put this down here. So we have a little, let's do, okay, we'll do 1 horizontal and 1 vertical. So it doesn't really matter. See what I'm saying? You're going to do, if you do a vertical card or a horizontal card, let's see. This one would be better on a vertical card because there's trees. So let's take these 3 and put them on the horizontal card. Because what I'm saying is this little piece doesn't matter. I'm going to put the green over there if I put the tree over there. So this is going to be our vertical card. Let's make sure. So what I'm saying is we're going to lay this all out. I'll show you what I mean. So these 3 are going to go like that. And we'll put the tree on that side. See the contrast? The tree on top of the red and the Misty Moonlight? The real red and Misty Moonlight. Okay, Mr. Bear. Stick Mr. Bear there. Do your layout of your card. This is what I did before I designed this card. And then for these 3, this one matters because there's trees on this piece of paper. So I'm going to turn this card this way, right? And I want the trees to be like that. And we'll put the green on top. We'll put the snowflakes in the middle. We'll put the red on the bottom, the real red. See? And now I can put the tree. You want the bear facing this way because he's pointing that way. Okay? And you have the tree over there. See? So it's the same card design. You can use it many ways. Okay, we're going to be using this piece here. So you're going to make sure you have enough room. And that's our layout. And this is our new hexagon punch. We're going to be using our new ribbon. This is our ribbon. We're going to be using that. We're going to be stamping that. But let's just adhere the pieces right now. So you see how I'm laying this out? It's the same exact card. Multiple ways to use it. All right, so let's do this. Because I'm going to be using that for inking it up. All right, so now we have it. We have it. We have it. We've done our layout. That's where I came up with this measurements and all the stuff and the design. Okay, we do need to put that there. And this is our extra little bear. All right, good. So now I think glue is most like the easiest thing to use is glue because it's forgiving. And if you want this paper to kind of be near the side of the card and you try to use Seal or Seal Plus, then you end up with this piece that you can't move. So I just do the outside pieces first whenever I do a designer. I call this my designer series paper card. I have a lot of different versions of this, but it's when you put a few strips of designer series paper and you really showcase the paper. This is a perfect thing to do in a class because you can make loads of kits for your customers and they can all even have like the same thing, but you didn't have to use a ton of paper for any one person. I've made the mistake of making designs and having, well, I made a big mistake when I had to do like 70. Kathy can tell you, she helped me do them. But when we went to that tea, I had to do like 70. So I ended up buying all these packs of paper because I needed like these 4 by 5¼ inches of the same piece of paper. And then I had all this zany zoo. Like I had like 10 packs and I ended up with like only using a couple sheets of it. So then next month, everybody got like the other sheets in their swaps and their kits. Hold on, this is just a little uneven. I'm just fixing it. Anytime it's wonky, I'm fixing it. So you always do the outside ones first because they matter, because you have the same distance from here to there and here to there. But then the middle one, and I can even move it a tiny bit. Oops. But you can only move it for a second because this Tombow glue dries so quickly that once it moves, you can't move it anymore. Then you could do the last. The last one is your middle piece. So then it doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you have the same distance between, on each side. So I put that one last. I also kind of made it the color of the paper so that it really would just sort of blend in the middle, but still give us a good pattern for the middle. So that's why I chose those pieces, just for contrast. And they look like little sweaters, and they remind me of Norway. They remind me of little sweater patterns. Such fun holiday paper. All right, so that's that. Okay, and we're doing 2 cards at once, only because this design it just lends itself to doing 2 cards at once, or however many at once, because you can keep using the paper. Okay. And if you don't do it this way, then then you end up having like this middle piece and you're like, why is it overlapping my other pieces? Because you gave too much space to the outer pieces and etc. I've done it. Lots of mistakes over time. I mean, not mistakes, just learning opportunities. Because really, it's still a beautiful card. Nobody even knows except you. Okay, let's make sure it opens that way. And then I'm going to put that one last. Okay, we've done our Wink of Stella. Next step is our real red, and we're going to stamp. But before we stamp our warm wishes, we want to ink up the edges with Balmy Blue. So over here on my silicone mat, I'm going to get a little stamping block, and you can see I have a big blister on my thumb. So if I'm moving weird, I was making grilled cheese today. One of the only things I'm in charge of making. I'm going to put some stuff over there so that I don't like that glare on the camera. And anyway, there was oil in the pan and I was heating up. So, when you go to flip the grilled cheese and then it falls off the spatula and you don't want the cheese to ooze out of the bread. So I'm like, oh. So I had the spatula in one hand and I grabbed the bread and I was like, ah. So I got burnt by the bread, not by the pan, but by the bread because there was so much butter. You like to use real butter. My husband's a country crock. Are you a country crock person or butter spread? Fake butter person or real butter? He's like, oh, use country crock. And I'm like, no, I'm using real butter. But the real butter has boy, it heats up a lot. And that's what burnt me. He's like, if you'd been using country crock. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He didn't really know. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm putting ink on the stamping block, Balmy Blue. Okay. And I'm rubbing around my Balmy Blue on the stamping block. And I'm going to tap off. See, let me just show you on a sticky note. Tap off to get that original blob off of there. Real butter, yeah, that's what Lisa said too. My mom uses real butter in all her baking. So tap onto the stamping block. And why don't I just rub on there? Because I don't want to mess up my stamp pads. Plus, I want to know how much ink is on here. And I want to be able to, control how much ink I'm putting on the edges. So, anyway, I'm down one thumb. but it's all good. So that. So this is our new Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, or it's part of the Heartfelt Hexagon. I think it's an online exclusive item or some pre-release item. I forget. It's online. It's at my store right now. Like, okay, Melissa's Country Crock. Tassie's Real Butter. Jen is Real Butter. Okay, so Linda and Terry are Butter and Country Crock. Okay, so Linda and Terry are like Mike and I. He's like, oh, it doesn't spread easy. I'm like, I'm just doing a couple of these. You know how I am with my bucket of crafty goodness, guys. I like to have it full, so I'm just doing a couple more of these little shapes because they're punched out with my hexagon, and that way I can use the ones that are the best, and I'm also going to use up the ink on here. All right, so blob, blob, blob. Get that off of there. All righty. And see, I got a little ink on that side too. So let's pull that away. Now, going to put all these and stamp let's close this one, the Mary, or the Warm Wishes, because it fits on there just perfectly. So we're going to evict this little guy off of here. Harmony saying Real Butter. There wasn't their commercial, and Lynn saying Real Butter is the only way for grilled cheese. Yeah. Yeah, there was like a commercial like Parquet. Butter, Parquet. Was it like that? Somehow that came to mind. All right, we're getting this so distracted. Not distracted. We're still having fun. We're moving along. Warm Wishes. Where did you go? Okay. Did you guys see me mount the stamp? Okay, no. Here it is. Okay, I know what happened. It like got over here. So Warm Wishes. By the way, when you use these stamps, they do get stained. No biggie. They get a little stained when you use Real Red on your stamp. So first, before you use this on your punched out shape that we had all this time, we did all that fun stuff. We inked it up. Here, let's do this. Well, before you stamp onto there, make sure you have a good image, which we do. It's good enough. It's going to be better, not on a sticky note, but on here. Let's do this one first. Oh, I love it. Okay, came out good. I'm happy when it comes out good. I'm just making a bunch so that way you get to see me next week. I'll be like, next week, because it's almost the end of the weekend. So we'll do another tutorial probably Sunday or Monday. Well, it depends. But anyway, Sunday or Monday, I'll do this part 2. And then you're going to see that I've used up these little pieces that are extra. That one has a little nib on it. So I'm going to have to cover that with something. Sometimes when you're punching. I mean, not a nib, but it has like a little chunk taken out of it. That just not punched evenly. You might not even notice it. All right, let me find my basket. All right, it's in there. Now we're not going to get ink all over stuff. I'm going to put this away. And these two. And now we're ready to put our cards together with some dimensionals. I'm just using black dimensionals for now, but you can use the white ones that came in your kit. And we're going to assemble these cards. Let's get rid of all these things. We're going to take these extra pieces. I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to use, I'll use those two. And I'm just going to use one bear. Well, maybe we'll see. We might use the second bear. I just think it'll be too busy with 2 bears, but let's try it. I'm going to put ribbon behind these, but let's lay them out first. Okay. Tree. Bear. Let's see if I can put... Nope. Not on that card. Okay. Bear. Nope. 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 I'm not going to use the second bear. I think it'll just be like too much. But that'll be cool. And then we'll put the ribbon. Okay, here's what we're going for. I'm putting that back there so you don't see that glare up there in the corner. So this ribbon is called Balmy Blue, blah, blah, blah. What's the other side? Sparkle Ribbon. That's an easy name. Where's the easy button? That's easy. So we're just going to cut a little piece out. Depending on the size of the card, that's the size of the ribbon. So just cut some ribbon, right? To go all across your card. that's of course going to be longer than the piece over here. You don't need to know the exact measurements. Oh, I know. I could do a baby bear, but we can always add. Okay, next week I'll add a baby bear, but you know what? I'm going to cut the baby bears with the Scan and Cut. I can only bear to cut so much with scissors when I have a Scan and Cut right behind me that won't fit on my table right now because I have so much stuff on my table. All right, so, I mean, you could use glue for this ribbon or rolling adhesive. Let me think if I have to open up another seal. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, this is like empty, so I don't know if I have any. Yeah, my tear and tape I can't use right now because that's accounted for. So we're just gonna use glue, which is fine. So again, we need to figure out where it's gonna go so that that can be centered behind it. So we'll put that one on the line, or we'll put that, let's see. So the trees yeah, I'll put it on the line right there. Meaning on the line of this old olive. Like so. The nice thing about using glue is that you can move the ribbon so it's completely centered as well. Okay, for this one, it really doesn't matter because this one can go. We have a little more wiggle room. Okay, yeah, pretty good. About there, about where that line is for the flower, straight across. Okay, now, important thing to remember is that dimensionals do not stick to ribbon. I know I say this a lot in my videos, but it's true. So you're going to put your dimensionals like there and there. Okay, so if you try to get this little guy sticking to the ribbon, the dimensionals will fall off. So put your dimensionals on the paper. They stick very well to paper, but not to ribbon. Okay, I'm doing that again. I'm putting one there, putting one there. Let me get out my little cute trash can. Flip him over. And center that. The way I'm centering it is by the ribbon. I'm putting like the ribbons coming out the side. So we got a little sparkle there, plus we got the sparkle on the bear and on the tree, which is nice. So you have like bling going on with the ribbon, bling, the sparkle from the bear, get the sparkle from the Wink of Stella. I mean, you know, so that's what's cool. I do 2 of each so they're not wonky. I mean, you could do this all day, and you could like change them up, put some that say warm wishes and some that say Christmas or Merry Christmas, and some that say Christmas is better together. And in that case, you would put the mama bear and the baby bear, or a couple bears, or like a couple of the cute little stickers that I'm going to show you in a minute that they ran out of, but I did get more yesterday. Of course, last night, real late, stayed up late to do this order because we're allowed as demonstrators to pre-order. So I'm like, oh, I want to get my hands on some stuff so I have it by next month when it goes on sale, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, I wake up and they announce a sale. So even I don't know when the sales are coming. Like, they announced that there's going to be a free shipping right after I paid for shipping. But anyway, don't worry about it. It's all good because there's always more stuff on the wish list. All right, we need now some bling. So you see how I made little Christmas ornaments on the tree? You could do 5. I'm only doing 3 just to be safe. Meaning safe, I don't know how many of these I have. And I think they ran out of these and I only had, I think, 20. Not 20, but 20. Let's see. 4. Okay. 24. You get 24. And what I'm trying to do, this is how many you get. This is your little package, right? Well, what I try to do in my workshops is I use what you're using, right? So that way, Like I put some here for myself so that I would, throughout the workshop, try not to use too many more than you have. But I think it would look better with 5 ornaments is what I'm saying. So, but anyway, just something like this. Stick a blue one on there and a balmy blue. Let's be specific. And then we'll put a little old olive there, and I put a smaller white one near the top. Okay, so, oops, and I could use, okay, now it's already gone in there. This is a job for, only because I can't really use my thumbs that much, this is a job for my little take your pick tool. Come on. And it's a job for wearing my, I better put on my reading glasses. I can't even see the darn thing. I don't even know if that's the front or the back. What happened to you? Are you the front or the back? I don't know. Let's just see if you stick. I can't even see. All right, good. You stick, so that was the front. All right, now then you could take your spatula side. Sometimes it's better with the spatula side, but let's just try it. I'm going to take the little white one. I think the little white one looks good, kind of near the top. And then we'll do, let's see. Where did I put the blue one this time? Blue. Put one over there. And then we'll put this little guy transferring over there. So you're just making a few little ornaments on your tree for good measure, for sparkle. And you could, of course, use my other snowflakes and stars and things like that. So now for the inside piece, just to go full circle. So let's talk about the sizes of this. And you can write this all down. Here, let's move all this. Get back to this. The reason I like to use that little tray is the contrast, and it doesn't have a glare like my table does when I put stuff on my table. But now these little pieces, I wanted to write down for you what we did for the DSP. This is for both styles, whether you have the horizontal card or the vertical card. Okay, you are going to take pieces of DSP. I'm just drawing it so you can see it, that you need 3. And they are 5 1/4 each by 1 1/4 inch high. So you need 3 of those. Okay, and they're going to go straight onto your card. So your card now, just to review, you can open it this way. You can open it this way. It doesn't matter. It's still a vertical design of the card, no matter which way it opens. If you do it this way, you've used this kind of style. If you do it this way, you've used this style. Okay, this is the same exact card. Turn it this way. It's the same exact card. See, so this is such a versatile design, but you're just going to kind of watch where the trees, like if there's trees facing, you wouldn't want trees sideways, right? Like on the design of the paper. So just think about the way that your pattern goes. So if you have little trees, you want them to stand up if you're horizontal, right? Like that. Okay, what else do I want to say about this? I want to show you the inside. So the inside of the card would be your basic white. Let's not even glue it in there. Let's just tell you the measurements. So your inside layer is basic white. And that's the size for your inside layer. And then you need, this one is going to be your DSP. DSP, what kind of DSP? It's called Beary Christmas. And as of yesterday, I was able to get some. And I was able to get some more of the packets for my kit. All right, so let's say hi. Let's show you what's in this kit. And see some of your comments. Oh, you guys have had so much fun. You're having as much fun as me. Hello, Yvonne and Lynn and Melissa from Texas and Shardine from Philadelphia, my old stomping grounds, and Angela from California, and Laura, Ann, and Melissa. Oh, good. Your berry bundle's arriving tomorrow. Some of you guys are still waiting on your kits, but you could still replay this anytime. Hello, Kathy from Backyard Stamper, and Lisa from Canada, and Phil from Florida. Oh, good. She loves this. Is her favorite sweet, Yvonne is saying. Mirror image stamp. What about a mirror image stamp? Okay, to do a mirror image, the question is from Angela. What you do for the mirror image stamp is you use your silicone mat. Okay, you're going to stamp the bear onto the silicone mat. Then you're going to take a piece of paper. It's way better with the Stamparatus. But you're going to take a piece of paper and you're not going to move the paper like this. Don't do any of that. You're going to push it down. And sometimes what I do is I hold it down and I put like a stamping block on top, right? And I rub it and I lift it up and I have a mirror image of my stamp. So that's a mirror image stamp if you want to do it that way. But Stamparatus is easier to use, like your Stamparatus, because you can You can stamp down onto the silicone mat, put the paper on it, push down on the top. All right, so anyway, that's a mirror image. Easy to do with nice black lines like this. It's not always easy to do with every stamp. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Lisa. Lisa's excited about Paper Pumpkin. Hello, Hilda. And Tassie from Arizona. All right. Okay, oh, good. Angela's already answering questions. Good. And Tassie. All right, Luis, Shelly. Oh, good. This is a fun crowd. Midge is here. Linda's here. Oh my gosh, I love my she shed, Shelly. I do all my videos out here. I practically live out here. I think I spend more time in my she shed than in my house. Okay, yes. Okay, good. Okay, Kathy made a great point. All right, I like that, Kathy. She said, take your extra piece. That at the end, you had that extra piece at the end, right? That this, in this case, it was an inch, or in which case, whatever size it is going to be. And you're going to take that and you're going to put it on your basic white, and you could trim the inside of your card. So the piece that you put on the inside has a nice, that was out of focus, a nice trim on it. So good. Use the scraps for the trim. I like it. Cindy Reed. Snowflakes on top and sky on the ground. Yes, you could do the snowflakes on top. I was just trying to get that's a good idea for the snowflakes being on top. But I was trying to do the old olive next to the old olive. I wanted to like separate the two greens. But yeah, do it however you want because it's your card. That's what's awesome. But I love all suggestions. And then you guys had a nice discussion about butter or parquet. Okay, so where did I find Lynn's asking about the demo for the pre-order. So there is, so go to Happening Now, Lynn, and then go to, or actually you can either go to Stampin' Up! Weekly Updates, and then there'll be a link to the promotion. Or you could say Happening Now, current promotions, and it's going to say online exclusives is what you want to look for. Online exclusive promotion. All right, I can't remember what I'm looking for. Oh, the kit, thank you. Okay, kit. I'm saying thank you to like myself. Like there's nobody here. I'm actually talking to myself. Thank you, self, for finding out what you're supposed to be doing right now. I'm trying to show you all these things. Anywho, all right, I have some of these that are already out of the packets. You can pre-order one bundle, one suite, a couple, like one designer series paper. There's a bunch of stuff they're gonna let you pre-order from that. And then if you're attending the on stage, demonstrators who are attending the on-stage event in November also get a whole bee suite. With paper and ribbon and a punch and a little bee. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff we can pre-order for that too. All right, so your kit. Let me start out with the cardstock in your kit. And then I'm going to show you the rest of the kit. So every kit, and I'm talking about my workshop kit now. If you want to sign up for my workshop kit, it contains Misty Moonlight and a lot more. Go to the description in the video and click on current offerings. And you have until the 10th to get this kit I'm about to show you. Oops. My camera's going crazy because I had to step over. Okay, so here's... Oh, that's not even it. Where the heck is that one? Sorry, I'm talking to myself again. Self, where did you put all your cardstock that you just had? Okay, well... You get a pack of cardstock, and it always has 6 current colors. So, for example, it's going to have like a piece of real red, and it would have a piece of either garden green or old olive, because I don't have all the same kind of green. You would get a piece of balmy blue. I guess I don't know what happened in my package that I just already had done. Maybe it's in here. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is a package. Everybody gets it. It's all labeled. So real red, balmy blue, old olive. Here, I'll take it out. This is my only one left because I have to make some more before I send any more kits. Real red, balmy blue, old olive, or you might get garden green, misty moonlight, thick very vanilla, cherry cobbler. There's a reason for cherry cobbler. It's in another paper. Regular basic white. This is what you're going to put inside your cards, and a piece of basic black. And then in addition, you get one of these Memories and More cards that's balmy blue, with a matching envelope, and then a peekaboo, and there's the cute little envelopes, and a peekaboo treat bag. So that's that. Let's take these cards out from under there, because I want to show those later. Now, you get, this is a kit, and you also get a package of a Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper. I already have some out of the package, so I'm going to show it to you. These are 6x6 sheets. It comes in a pack of 12x12, but you're going to get 6x6. The reason I wanted to use this paper in this kit is because, look, the bear. The bears, they have bears in this paper too. This is our philanthropic paper, meaning for every package you buy on our site, I think it's $3 goes to the, here, this is the one that the punch works on. Isn't that cool? $3 goes to different charities depending on which country you're purchasing the paper from. But Stampin' Up! Donates, I believe it's $3, but of course you can look in the catalog for the exact things. Aren't these pretty? So double-sided. So this one has the garden green in it. So that's why I said you might get old olive. You might get garden green. All right. Or pretty peacock or whatever have. You get 6 current colors plus black and white. All right. Then you're going to get this Beary Christmas Designer Series paper in a package like this, all labeled. But I have one out of the package. And isn't this cute? So you can punch out the little bear with the sweater or use the other side like we just did. Oh, and I should have checked. I probably shouldn't have used it today if that was the way. You should probably punch out the bear and then make the card today, right? So punch out. Oh, no, we didn't use that piece. Never mind. Scratch that. We didn't use that piece yet. But if I was going to use that piece, I'd punch out the bear first, and then I'd punch out this piece to use for a card. Okay, we got the bear on the ice floe. Awesome. And then the other side like that. So not everybody's going to get the same ice floe, depending on how I cut it. Here's the piece we used today. So you got your critters. Aren't they cute? So you might want to fuzzy cut those. These are hard to cut out with the Scan & Cut, but I have cut out a bunch, but they were very hard and I'd use the pencil a lot. Here's our snowflakes we used with the footprints on the other side. And you could just cut these out, these little elements, the gifts, and put them on your cards. You can cut these out and put those on your cards, all these little gifts. And you saw how we used this paper today. And then, of course, this little whimsical sheet. So that's the Beary Christmas. So those are your 2 papers. And then you get this package of Stampin' Dimensionals, the white ones, foam adhesive strips to make your shaker project, masking paper. This is adhesive sheet, great for die cutting, and a window sheet. I'm not opening that one up. Okay, we'll open this one up because you got to see this. This one is just, pretty much all my kits have that. You always have some essentials, I call them, your essential adhesives and things. Then you always get some specialty paper in my kit, and this time you're getting some vellum. I thought that looked like snow, so that'll be cute for card accents. This is the vellum. Here, I wrote it here. Vellum Basic Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, in the kit, while I have the supplies, right now, some of you are going to have to wait on these because I'm waiting on them. I did order them, but I'm waiting on them. You get 2 sheets of stickers. Adorable! These are called the Memories and More. Here, you can see them. Beary Christmas Memories and More card pack. As of yesterday, as of last night, late last night, I was able to get these. They were out of stock, and then they came back in stock. So, just get things while you can. Super cute. So we can just use those to make instant projects. And then you're going to get 2 of each of these. These are the Memories and More. Scan & Cut do I use? Okay, Cindy, I have hundreds of videos on my channel about how to use the Scan & Cut. And just write me at info@thepaperedchef.com. Info, just INFO. And I'll send you the one I use, the model, my link. You could use my affiliate link. It will help support my channel. Info@thepaperedchef. That's it, .com. That's my email. Actually, you can email me right from the paperedchef.stampinup.net. Email me right from there. It lets you email me and request a catalog or whatever you want to do from that site. Anywho, these are the Memories and More card packs. I literally have hundreds and hundreds of tutorials. I've actually have classes on Scan & Cut. So these are the little Memories and More. Hours and hours and hours of instruction on the Scan & Cut. Okay, so those are the Memories and More cards. Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. Aren't these adorable? I'm going to have fun putting this kit back together. So these are the Memories and More cards. You get 2 of each in case you want to use one side or the other. We won't use them all in this workshop. You get extras. That's what's really fun. You don't always use everything I put in the kit. Okay, so that's part of the kit. And then there's some more things. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see what my mom made you for this kit. So she made everybody a Beary bag. for my workshop. My workshop kits are epic already. I mean, but when my mom adds her little special touches, I mean, priceless, priceless. And these are, my mom's name's Ann Sanders, so she made that little bag. She lined it. She bought the fabric and lined it, and there's a little butterscotch in there. So you get a little treat. Okay, now you get, this is the package I put in the bag. So it's the one I just showed you, right? So package in the bag with the little treat. A tea, green tea, because we're going to make a little treat pouch to put the tea in, or else we'll put it in the little peekaboo bag. But I always give you a little treat. We'll make a nail file box. I gave you all nail file because it's stocking stuff for that time. It's stocking stuff for time, so we're going to make a nail file. What else? You get your embellishments. So you get 2 packs. You get this one with your embellishments that are called adhesive back glitter sequins and some opal rounds because I thought they looked like snow. And you get some very vanilla die cut and punched out shapes. And then you get the balmy blue ribbon, the real red ribbon, and some of this little fun iridescent trim for your 3D projects. And balmy blue sparkle ribbon. Okay, sequins for everything. That's the cute little bottle of sequins. Oh my gosh, the little bottles are from Dollar Tree. Lots of punched out and die cut shapes. And a little embossed bear for our projects. All inside your cute little bag with your little treat. So it all goes in there. Now I have add-on items. If you want a bigger bag, and this is only available to you can't get this like on my YouTube channel. This is only people can get this is if you're getting the kit already. And it may look like that, and it may look like this, and it may look like something else because we actually ran out of bags. So your bear is going to be some kind of cute Christmas bear, right? So you can get this as an add-on, this bigger bag. And it might not be that big. I mean, it's somewhere between this size, and it's bigger than the little bag that we're including. But it might not be this gigantic bag. This is my only one left. So this weekend, we're going to get some more fabric, and next week, we'll send out the add-on bags. Okay, so that's what you get in your Beary Cute Workshop Series. Now, there's another add-on. Bingo is normally $30, but for $23, you can add on the bingo. I will show you what that kit looks like. Now, we're done with the workshop kit. That was the workshop kit. The bingo is, you get to play bingo. You get another peekaboo treat bag. You get another memories and more card, and you get one set. You don't get the stickers, but you get one set of each card. So you won't get 2 of each card, but you'll get like one, just one. What's from Dollar Tree? These little, hold on, I got to find it. Dollar Tree is my cute little bottles. Can you see that? The bottles. You get them from $1.25 Tree now. And I put my sequins for everything, which are on clearance. I put the sequins in there. That's for our shaker project. We always do a shaker project. All right, so that's bingo. You get the bingo card. You get one. So we play 4 games of bingo. We play, or is it 3 games of bingo? No. 4 games of bingo. Oh, now I forgot. Oh my goodness, Kathy, how many games of bingo do we play? I think it's 4 games of bingo. But you get 3, yeah, that's it. 4 games of bingo, but you get 3 cards. I was like, I'm like losing it for a minute. So here's an old olive card in the envelope and a little embossed bear. And another little shape to put your sticker on and another bingo card. And then you get another bingo card with balmy blue. And here it is. The bingo is October 20th at 7 p.m. on Zoom. It's a virtual bingo. Register by tomorrow on the 7th because I need to send out your kit to you, and you need to get it on time. And otherwise, you're asking me last minute, can you send me bingo cards? I didn't get them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's part of the bingo kit. 3, so we have 1, 2, 3 bingo games. And then thank you, Melissa, for saying don't forget to hit the like button. And you get some more designer series paper for our bingo. So these are our 3 projects. Yes, thank you. 3 plus a coverall. And I have huge prizes, and they're awesome. Like you get like bundles, Stampin' Up bundles, die cuts, and everything. So you get some more. You get some more of that. Now I'm not even going to muddy the waters with my card club, but I have a card club going on, and I just want to say that if you're in my card club, you do get 1 free bingo card for being in my card club. If you're a Patreon member and you support my YouTube channel through Patreon, or you become one of my YouTube channel members, which I think I should open up that soon, then you'll get 1 free bingo card every time we play. So you can order the bingo card if you're in the U.S. Or if you're on my team, you get 1 free bingo card. But now I'm going to show you, to wrap things up, some other Beary Christmas projects that I'm working on. So I have a lot more of these. I'm just going to show you a few for now because I try to keep these videos an hour, but these are just a few of the many craft fair projects I'm working on. So one time I'll take them all out and show you them all. And then I've already made these little nested boxes, and there's a whole scan and cut tutorial on how to make these nested boxes. Or you don't make the nested boxes. You buy the nested boxes from Stampin' Up. But I show you how to make the shape and how to make the outline for it. So if you're interested in that, this is a great way to make an advent calendar, any kind of countdown calendar. Then you can use the stickers and things. And I've made lots of these so far, and I'm on a roll, so you can check out that. I'll have more projects to show you next time. I thank you all for watching. Have a great evening. I appreciate all of you for all your interaction tonight. And thanks for watching. This is the Paper Chef. We'll see you again real soon.